If you want your sports podcast funny and real,
JB and Benny Blue Review, and ooh, the Valley hot, baby.
Tune in to the former Arizona Cardinal Jeremy Bridges and Benny Blue for the JB and Benny Blue Review.
Benny, check this out, man.
Wow.
I ain't rocking nothing but Valley Boys Association all summer, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Zach and Cody, baby.
Uncensored. Late nights here on the Casual Sports Radio Network.
Oh my goodness, baby! Happy goddamn new.
Yeah.
Baby. What's happening?
Brother man,
Here.
it's 2023. All right, this is episode 244 of the JB and Benny Blue Review. Ladies and gentlemen, we made it.
What the rock
Hey, listen, man, we are here now. We did the damn thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I hope everybody had a safe and happy New Year's Eve. I know Benny, I went out and kicked it, you know what I'm saying, with some fine folks. Had a great time. As you probably saw on my personal Instagram, you know what I'm saying, we had hella post up there, man. We was kicking it, man. You know what I'm saying? It was good. It was fun. Did it the right way. Made sure, you know what I'm saying, we had transpo. We were sitting behind the wheel or something. You know what I'm saying? Everything was cool, right? Kicking with family, bringing the new year the right way, right? But we're here now, all right? So, ain't a damn thing changed with this podcast, though. We're still bringing this quality content to y'all punk asses. And we love y'all for it. So, episode 244,
yes.
JB and Benny Review. Benny, I'm out here with plantar fasciitis in my right foot, and my damn right oblique is killing me. But goddamn it, I'm here, all right? I'm getting old,
here.
dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting old, dog. So,
Yeah, you still
with all that being said, man.
Jank ass internet. But
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's getting a little...
we can see you, we can hear you.
Getting a little funky. Don't worry about it. Watch this. This is what I'm about to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure everything is proper, right? But in the interim, you know what I'm saying? You are watching episode 244 of the JB and Benny Review. And I'm JB, all right? And that's Benny, all right? And we here, right? You ever want to see our beautiful faces? Check out what we're doing on social media at JB and Benny Blue on all social media platforms, right? That's TikTok, all right? That's Instagram, that's Twitter, you know what I'm saying? That's Black Planet, you know what I'm saying? That's MySpace, right? We got it all, right? No matter what you need, we in there, right? And of course, again, like on TikTok, at JB and Benny Blue, you know what I'm saying? We can see a lot of snippets from our episodes, you know what I'm saying? Like PowerPoints and so on and so forth. Right.
It's a PowerPoint presentation.
PowerPoints and so forth, right? Our personal Instagram at 73KingJB73, of course, is mine. And as always, at Benny Blue Eyes, like it will always be. Hit us up, man. You know what I'm saying? We hit you back if you about that real shit. If you want to hear our melodious voices in the valley here, all right, casualsports.com, live streaming constantly. All right, shout out to all the homies, you know what I'm saying, at casualsports.com, you know what I'm saying, and all the homies, Ed, Earl, Javon, you know what I'm saying, of course, our very own Mitch, you know what I'm saying, who helps us out on this show. We appreciate him very much. We just got
Sean,
a new nickname. Sean, what's up, fool? I forgot about Sean. We ain't talked to him for so long, you know what I'm saying, I forgot about that guy. Love you, though, Sean, all right? I'm pretty sure we'll talk soon. All right. Mitch got a new nickname, by the way, right? You know, we kind of try to have Mitch a new nickname every show. So he's got a new nickname. We'll unveil that here in a second. All right, without a doubt, man. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got some folks, you know what I'm saying, that still want to hear this podcast. And we appreciate it. But all we need from you is $1. And that's it. If you want to hear it in podcast form, if you're traveling to parts unknown, maybe down to Bullhead City where Mitch resides, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, William? What's up, Will? How you doing? That's right, man. You know what I'm saying? You let them know. All right. You can holler at us, man, at J. Hold on. What's up? You know what I'm saying? What's it? The Patreon. I'm trying to see the Patreon. Oh, there you go. Okay. Patreon.com/JB and Benny Blue. Right. $1. $1. I mean, beg for $1. We ain't begging for shit. This is great content. Get with it. Sponsorship, interviews, hate mail, love. We don't care. JB and Benny Blue Review at gmail.com. Get with us. You know what I'm saying? You think it's a game? go back to previous episodes. We do play new music. We do give you a live reaction. We let you know exactly what it is on the spot. Not here to tell you now. We're here to make sure that you get some free game right here like Wallow and Gilly. You know what I'm saying? $1 million worth of that shit, right? Yeah, man. It's like that. You know, we got some sponsorships, you know what I'm saying? A shout out. Right, of course, you know what I'm saying? Our boys out here in the Valley, you know what I'm saying? The Valley of the Sun, who, Benny, we ain't doing very well sports-wise right now, but it's okay. You know, we're going to be all right. We got Brittany Grinder back, so hopefully, you know what I'm saying, the Mercury will be good this year. But,
don't go back to
Russia. No, don't do that, please. You know what I'm saying? We can't go through that shit again. All right, Valley Boys Association clothing, of course, valleyboysassociation.com. Use promo code podcast22, that's in all caps, to get 20% off your final order at checkout. All right, again, Valley Boys Association, we rock with those boys. You need a new whip? You need a new car? All right, it's timtobuy.com. Okay, pre-owned, new, it don't matter. Text review in all caps to 515-444-7003. Hit him up, she cats and gals holding up the strap at It's Tim to Buy on Instagram. Now, you think it's a game? Go to his Instagram. You can see him. People holding up the strap. That means it's real out there in the field. My boy Tim hooking people up with whips. All right. Hey, this is a live stream. All right. I know. I get it. The last couple episodes, you know what I'm saying, we've been kind of giving y'all the okie doke. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been tapping in. We ain't been tapping back. It's because we had to pre-record. Because Benny was doing the traveling thing, going to see fam. Holiday season was among us, and we had to do what we had to do, right? But we appreciate y'all showing love. We know some folks out there watching right now. Tap in with us. Drop comments. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we got the Savage Hotline. Benny, what's that number?
818-850-2804. Ooh, who Mike Jones?
That's
and
right.
Speaking of which, GB, we got to play a message from us in quite some time. He is a man that is on the run from Rico, believe it or not. The feds are out here trying to get him. It's our guy. Smell real quick, so hopefully the fine folks out there can hear it. So let me play this real quick.
All right, let's hear it.
I say, man, this Big Pretty, man. I know y'all ain't heard from me, man. Probably about 2-3 motherfucking years, man. I was on the run. Nah, I wasn't on the run. I was on the underdog, man. You feel me? Want to tap in. I know y'all getting close to that 250 motherfucking episodes, man. Y'all out here getting to it. I know I tap in.
Tell them.
Me definitely tap in with y'all shit. With y'all
let them know.
You feel me? But yeah, man, just wanted to give y'all a shout out, man. This Big Pretty, man. Y'all be cool. Y'all be smooth, man. Who y'all got? What round is Tank gonna knock a dude out in? I'm going with round 1. You feel me? I say, man, this Big Pretty, man.
That's Big Pretty tapping in.
Big
Oakland's
Pretty
finest.
tapping in.
Big
Oakland's
Pretty.
finest. He was on the run, and I believe when he said he was on the run, he was trying to be modest.
Tapping
You know
in
what I'm
with
saying?
us. Tank Davis. He mentioned Tank Davis fighting. I think he has a fight before. I'm not sure if he's talking about the fight that he's about. Tank Davis, the upcoming fight that he has, and then I think hopefully Tank Davis is going to fight Ryan Garcia. That's the one that we all want to see. So that's what Big Pretty was asking about. Right. Tank versus Ryan Garcia. Who do you got in what round?
Well, I got Tank, of course. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like Tank he will live up to his nickname. You know what I'm saying? He got them big, heavy hands. All right. And of course, you know what I'm saying? He got style. You know what I'm saying? He don't mind getting in the ring. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that the fight will go to about 5 or 6 rounds because Ryan Garcia ain't no punk. You know what I'm saying? Like he the kid can play. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to do this sport. You know what I'm saying? He got quick hands. He's kind of savvy, but he's not taking a shot like he's going to take from Tank, and that's the problem, right? So I give him 5 rounds. I feel like Tank will flat out stop him, right? In 5 rounds, without a doubt.
Yeah, I like Ryan Garcia's hands, but he hasn't really been chin checked. And obviously, you know, if you get inside with Tank, he can make you pay. So I think with the pedigree, Ryan has kind of given him fits with that long reach. I do think Tank wins by knockout, but I have Tank in the 10th. Winning by knockout. So shout out to Big Pretty, Oakland's finest, dropping that voicemail. You can 818-850-2804. We have other, you know what I mean? We got Savage Hotline questions coming to you. We're going to talk about DeMar Hamlin, Week 17 recap, Week 8 picks, and of course college football playoffs and a whole lot of mo. But let's not hold up any longer. JB, why don't you give Mitch the patented introduction with this new nickname, if you please.
Of course, you know what I'm saying? We got this young guy. If you're catching up with our show, you know what I'm saying, for like the 5th or 6th episode, I think Mitch has been with us about 6 episodes at this point. All right. Mitch, you know what I'm saying? Money Making Mitch is he's well known as, you know what I'm saying? But he has so many nicknames because Mitch just does so many things. You know what I'm saying? He's our neighborhood goon buffoon, right? You know what I'm saying? And now, you know what I'm saying, his new nickname, introducing, ladies and gentlemen, all right, the Brunette Rocket, right? Because of his striking likeness to the Red Rocket, one Andy Dalton, you know what I'm saying, who is the backup quarterback for the Saints? Like, we don't know what he is, right? But either way it goes, we got our guy Mitch here. Yes, sir. Money Making Mitch in the house. Mitch, what's happening, buddy? I hit him 3 times with it, man. Mitch.
It's starting to hurt a little bit. First off, wow.
Mitch, you might not, do you know where that comes from, Mitch? Where that soundbite comes from?
I've heard it on other shows. I haven't heard it on yours.
No, so it comes from The Price is Right. So when you lose on The Price is Right, Benny hit it, you hear it.
Oh my God, we play it again.
Oh man, it's just that it sounds so degrading. Like you just
oh my God.
You just know you lost at that point. It's just it's horrible. But Mitch, how we doing, man?
All right, fella.
We're doing good. I love being compared to a backup quarterback. Best position in football, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, easy way. You get paid to do nothing.
Yeah, love it.
And everybody loves you. And everybody loves you, right?
Yeah.
Sean Sprague, what up, baby?
Oh, what up? Appreciate you tapping in. All right, fellas, we're all back. Internet's going a little bit crazy here, so it's kind of lagging on my end. Maybe for hopefully reviewers out there, if you're watching, it's not lagging over. So we're going to try to get down to business here as best as we can. All right, so look, we got to tap in here with some Week 17 recap. And fellas, it was a scary situation here, as we all saw live. A big game here. It was the Bengals taking on the Bills. They stopped it in the first quarter. It was 7-3 after DeMar Hamlin collapsed after tackling T. Higgins with a cardiac issue. It may have been like an issue with like an irregular heartbeat. Saw a couple of doctors talking about that. He was given CPR and he remains in a Cincy hospital in critical condition. What I can tell you about Cincinnati is they have great hospitals. He's actually very fortunate to be in that market because they have a lot of great care in that market. So JB, just throwing it to you. I mean, I'm sure you were probably watching this live, or at least saw all the talk about it, everything that was happening with it. What was your reaction to kind of what happened, them actually stopping the game, and just kind of the circumstances that unfolded with this kind of wild incident?
Well, first of all, you know what I'm saying, I want to say, DeMar, we need you to wake up, big fella, right? You know what I'm saying? I need you personally to wake up, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been kind of in the funk ever since this happened. All I can do is think about my kids, you know what I'm saying? Because I got kids his age, right? So, he's in stable conditions as far as we know, you know what I'm saying? So he's going to be okay, all right? As for the situation itself, scary, right? Scary stuff. I played in the NFL for 10 years, and I've seen some bad injuries, right? I've seen some cats' bones sticking out of legs, you know what I'm saying? I've seen some stuff that makes you not want to go back on that field. You're like, And then when you do go back on the field, you know what I'm saying, everybody kind of playing patty cake out there, right? After this, for you to see your homeboy having to get CPR, meaning that he lightweight checked out, he's not responsive, he's not breathing, his heart's not beating at this point, there was no way that they could go back and play that game. And then NFL got it right for once, right? You know what I'm saying? We can say for once in a long time, they got it right, right? Troy Vincent came out and he's basically, you know what I'm saying, the handler of player, basically speaking for the players or speaking for the NFL. He's the guy that just the voice of the NFL. He came out and said that there was never contemplation of a 5-minute warm-up, you know what I'm saying, to get the game back started, right? They were really more concerned about the kid and what was going on with him and of course, trying to get him in the ambulance and make sure his mom got to him and so on and so forth. Benny, I ain't never seen nothing like it, right? Never in my life have I seen anything like it. Again, 10 years in the NFL, 4 years of college football on the field, 4 years of high school football, right? I've never seen anyone collapse to the point where they needed CPR on the field. A scary situation, and I think that everybody handled it perfectly, right? I know there's a lot of love out there for this young man. I know he's got so much positive energy heading his way from, everybody changing their Twitter handles, you know what I'm saying, their Twitter pictures, you know what I'm saying, to show love to him and all the prayers that are going out to him. And shout out to Dan Orlowski, right? That was powerful, you know what I'm saying, for him to pray on air, which is kind of taboo in these days, like unless you're watching, one of those religious channels, right? For him to pray, you know what I'm saying, over that young man. And it was dope, right? And shout out to the ESPN crew, because when you're put on Front Street like that, you don't know, like there's dead air, so you have to take that air up, you know what I'm saying, for people that have never done that before, you know what I'm saying, like you have to take that air up and that space up. So for Booger, you know what I'm saying, and Susie, you know what I'm saying, and Shefty to, you know what I'm saying, go out and I'm pretty sure they just basically called them in, you know what I'm saying, because like, who's there? That's not the normal halftime crew, you know what I'm saying?
You got to kind of wing it.
Right, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to them, you know what I'm saying, for, you know, just being empathetic, you know what I'm saying, and kind of comforting the people and making, you know what I'm saying, like, because it was just a bad situation, right? And like you said, shout out to the city of Cincinnati, getting that kid in there, getting him back responsive, you know what I'm saying, responsive, you know what I'm saying, as far as like his vitals, and getting him in the hospital, you know what I'm saying, and getting him stable and taking great care of him. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching over this very heavily. Again, like I said, it's just been touching my heart. I was very emotional. Today's Wednesday, Tuesday, before I worked out, to the point where I couldn't even look at the TV without tearing up, right? Because again, like I said, all I can think about is my children, you know what I'm saying? Like, and how that mother feels. Like, that's, no parent should have to feel like that, right? The great poet Tila, right, said that there's two things in life I don't ever want to see, right? Me not believing in Christ and my kids dying before me. So I know that mother, you know what I'm saying, is deep in prayer. Of course, you know what I'm saying, we all deep in prayer still to this day. But Ham gonna be okay, right? And again, shout out to the NFL for handling it properly. But I don't think they've even rescheduled that game, right? And of course, I'm pretty sure we're going to a little question there about how we're gonna handle that. But yeah, man, it's unlike anything I've ever seen before. And again, D Ham, I need you to wake up, baby. I need you to be okay.
Yeah, so from recent reports, right before, throughout the day of doing this show, I mean, I believe he's now on breathing, kind of 50%. So, obviously he's still in critical condition, still in the ICU. So the biggest thing is he can actually leave the hospital, even if it means he has to, retire. Hey, it's better, it's better that you're getting up and walking away than it being obviously something, much worse. So hopefully it really works out for the best for him, regardless if that means he's playing or not, that he's still alive and can be with his family. And JB, you kind of set me up, and Mitch, that's what I wanted to throw to you. We've seen instances in like 9/11 where in week 2 they moved week 2 to the end of the season back, in 2001, and then obviously all the reschedulings from Mitch. In your end, do you feel like because of the stakes of the game, is this something that needs to be continue? Do you feel like they need to postpone all of the games? How, in your mind, commissioner eyes, how would you kind of rearrange, or do you think it should just be a no contest? They should just base it off as far as like how they should handle kind of this week 18 schedule and then this game in particular.
First off, I'd like to give a shout out to the medical staff. I've worked a lot with medical staff the last 2 years, and it takes a special kind of breed to deal with what they did on that field and what they deal with every day. And like to watch that, that was pretty cool. To it's not cool to see what happened to DeMar, but like it's really cool to see how well like the communication, everything goes through, especially with like search and rescue stuff that I help out with. So that part was cool. I don't think they can do anything really. Like it's too late. You have the Super Bowl on a certain date. You can't push much back. The only thing you could do would be if you pushed everything back, then you're losing. I don't think you'd lose the bye week. If you pushed everything back, including the playoffs, then you get rid of the Pro Bowl game. And then you play that week, but then you don't have your 2 weeks for Super Bowl media. And then everyone's already got their tickets because all the Super Bowl is a corporate event. Let's be honest. Normal people. That's all it
is. Yep. All it is a stadium full of corporations that are trying to impress people, so they invite them to the Super Bowl. They buy all the tickets and invite them to the Super Bowl.
Exactly. So There's nothing they can do. I think it's going to be a no contest. I think that's the best way to handle this. I don't know what would be better if it's 2 ties. Or if it's no contest, I'm fine with 2 ties if that's better. I don't like.
Mitch, I think no contest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know they. They're not in the same division right now. So
no.
Right, yeah.
AFC
so,
East, AFC North. Yep.
Right, yeah. So it's like it was, you know what I'm saying, a big game for seeding, but at the same time, both teams are making the playoffs, right? Just kind of leave it like it is at this point. Like, don't reschedule. A lot of people are like, oh, you just do it on Thursday. Like, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of preparation. Oh, you can do it on Saturday. That's a lot, right? That's just a lot, right? It's a lot for teams. It's a lot for TV. It's just a lot, period, because everybody wanted to see that damn game, right? That was one of the Monday night games that everybody was looking forward to, and especially the way it was set up, right? So the incident happened. Right. And again, shout out to the NFL for getting it right. And again, they don't need to reschedule that game. They just need to kind of go from there and let week 18 happen and then just push, right? It's not going to affect either team, to be honest.
Right, especially if DeMar is in the hospital for extended period of time. You know, the Bills that, and they're even discussing potentially pushing their game. Right now, the Bills sit in the second seed at 12-3, and then the Bengals are 11-4. But obviously, there's still the possibility where the Bills could take the 1 seed. So at the end of the day, it might just be kind of be a wash, and they kind of have to leave it for it is, because there's not really any precedent, particularly this. You got Pro Bowl, you got people already got tickets, all these kind of like moving parts. They may just have to kind of just call it a net zero and just keep it moving with 18. But we'll see how it plays out, and we'll definitely be keeping an eye on it. But keeping it moving here, the Niner gang beat the Raiders in overtime or actually in a pretty, and they're sitting Derek Carr for the last 2 games, and JB, your guy, your former teammate David Carr, was going off the top rope for his brother, talking about the Raiders. So, JB, in your mind, is this finally it for all the shit that they've been talking about for years for shipping out Derek Carr? Is he done in Vegas? This is it.
He'll never wear a Raiders uniform again. Now, I've hinted and alluded to it on our show that as long as there's a Carr behind center, that there'll never be a Super Bowl won at that team. Now, I take that back, right? I think that Derek Carr, right, is going to be a viable option for a lot of teams, as long as they don't make him throw the damn ball down the field 30 times a game, right? He's not that guy, never has been that guy. But as far as a game manager, him and Jimmy G are like what and what to me, right? They have flash of greatness, but as far as being consistent and just running the goddamn offense, right? Hey, they can do it, right? So, but it goes down to what I always say. It goes back, I should say, to what I always say in the show. The NFL is a my guy league, right? And Carr wasn't McDaniel's guy. But we know who was McDaniel's guy because he played for the fucking Patriots when he was there. Stidham, right? And we saw Stidham come in the game and shine, right? Shine bright like a diamond. Word to that thing, Rihanna. Like a diamond. It's crazy, right? I was talking to a devout Raiders fan today, right? And he was like at the game, and he was like, man, I'm seeing plays we ain't never ran before, and yada yada. I said, look, because he knows what his guy can do that Carr could not do, right? That's a my guy league, and Carr was not his guy from the jump. He's costing the team a shitload of money next year, so it was time. They're not making the fucking playoffs. It was like, you know what? Let's get this dude out of here right now. We can make a stink. It don't fucking matter. But what better way to do it than the way the Raiders do it, right? They make a stink about every fucking thing. So, you know what I'm saying? It didn't surprise me one bit.
Oh, my God. And yeah, and you mentioned that $40 million that would kick in from injury if they were to play him. So, Mitch is holding up his Titans. Mitch, if Carr is done in Vegas, where does he end up and where he's? Yeah, commies.
Derek Carr, I'm pitching my speech to you right now. You're not going to have to throw the ball 30 times
Titans.
At this team. We got a couple running backs. You'll enjoy it. It ran a lot like the Oakland Raiders, except we're better. Come over to our side.
And to Mitch's point, you know what I'm saying? To Mitch's point, Carr, all right, it's more of a wholesome city. I know it's, you know what I'm saying, it's Tennessee, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of wild out there, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's kind of wild out there, you know what I'm saying? A whole lot of country music going on, you know what I'm saying? And wild and chicks and boots and Daisy Dukes. But listen, it's the Bible Belt, man, right? You'll feel more at home, right? Oh, damn, Tua is done? Wow.
Not Sodom and Gomorrah City, Sean. Miami.
Yeah,
MIA.
He would have to wear a Bible around his neck. You know what I'm saying? Like
with his number on it.
Right, with his number, with the big foe on it, blinged out.
His number on
with the big blinged out foe on that thing.
Holy shit. Oh my God! All right, Mitch, keeping it going with the recap. I'm throwing this to you. So the Bucks beat the Panthers 30-24, and they lead the pirate ship to a playoff run. Mitch, what do you think about these Bucks going into the playoffs?
I'm tired of doubting Brady. Can they? Yes. Will they? Probably no. But can Brady? Yes. He can do anything. He's Jesus. He walks on water. I don't know. He'll figure it out.
Well,
avocado water.
Avocado water, that right? You know what I'm saying. So I do believe that, and as we talked about it in our patented production group chat, right? We kind of talked about something we're going to talk about here a little later. But listen, they had a hell of a game, right? Brady threw for 400 yards for the first time in fucking ages, right? You know what I'm saying? And then the emergence, the waking up of Mike. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mike, where the hell you been? Mike Evans, where you been, buddy? You know what I'm saying? 3 tubs. I think he had over 100 something, over 130 yards receiving. Where you been, buddy? Right? But with all that being said, their defensive backfield is fucking banged up, right? They do have a shitload of injury on the offensive line, right? And then going into the playoffs, I don't know.
Yeah, it might be it. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's a weak division, but it's like, God damn, but he can pull off stats. But I mean, if he gets those guys going and the defense can step up just enough, you know,
it's one game, bro.
You know, especially
that's
if they're playing the Vikings or some shit.
That's the beautiful thing about football.
To that later in a patented segment for Mitch. Don't you worry. For our guy tapping in, our guy Zach. The Falcons edge the Cards 20-19. Is Cliff Kingsbury, is his seat officially on fire? That comes from my guy Zach out here in LA in the Savage Hotline. JB, what are your thoughts on your boy Cliff?
So Cliff's seat has been on fire for months and years and weeks, right? Not exactly in that order, but he's so coked up that he can't feel the heat on his ass, right? You know what I'm saying? So, like, I mean, I really think the Cardinals are just saying, you know what, the season's a the season's a wash right now. We're just gonna let it be, save face, and he'll be done at the end of the season, right? We're not going for the show's sake, Benny. When we talked about this, for the show's sake, we're not gonna fire him during the season. We're gonna wait till everything's over, and we're gonna terminate him, right? Because there's no up. There's no up. There's nothing left. Like nothing. Right, you just lost to the fucking Falcons, which we pretty much led the whole game. You know, we lost to the Falcons, bro. You're right, Zachary. Drugs are bad, right? Except marijuana. Marijuana is good, all right?
It's from the earth. Take advantage.
It's from the earth. That's God's gift.
God
to
put
us.
this on earth for us.
Take advantage, man.
All right. There you go.
I think we lost him.
Damn it, Benny.
Mitch.
Get that Yellowstone flu covered.
Kitties, Mitch.
Get the vaccine.
Are the most dangerous? Do you feel that the kitties are the most dangerous NFC team if they get in the playoffs, Mitch?
No, because I've watched 100 years of Detroit.
Mitch is cracking himself
There's
up.
nothing better than, no. They're going to lose in the first round. I've seen Detroit. Actually, I think they're going to lose this week, and they won't make it to the first round because I've seen Detroit.
So
the fact that you're saying Detroit is pissing me off.
Detroit basketball.
We go ahead.
Detroit basketball. Okay, so look, that's funny as shit. Mitch, you old one today. Look, so here's the thing: the fact that they had to play the Packers to get to the to the playoffs is they fucked. You know, in Lambeau, Rodgers is Roger Magicking right now. Like, if any other scenario, bruh, they would have been in the playoffs by the hair of their chinny chin chin, right? But if God forbid, not God forbid, but I mean, if God willing, they make the playoffs, like, I don't know, man, right? I just don't think, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, y'all doing some great things, but it's very spotty football, right? Again, y'all ain't there yet. Next year, y'all gonna be a dangerous fucking football team, right? Right now, y'all are showing how dangerous y'all are gonna be because you're gonna get more pieces, right? It's like, correct. I think Goff is y'all's guy, to be honest. Like, I mean, he's showing that he's y'all's guy. So they'll probably draft somebody that's gonna be back up to him, okay? And I mean, y'all got a lot of pieces, right? Y'all get a couple more defensive linemen, you know what I'm saying? A couple more linebackers, another great cornerback, and y'all gonna be nasty. But this year, brother, man, them goddamn boom, 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 go, Pack, go. It's about getting hot at the right time. And them motherfuckers sizzling right now, bro.
Yeah, we'll see. Baker Mayfield starting for the Rams when they play the Squawks. And, hey, man, it's been a hell of a season. They went from three wins to 8 wins. I mean, come on. I already won my bet over 6.5, so I'm already getting money for that. So that shit.
Oh yeah, you get money.
I'm loving the bite in the kneecaps. So we're out here. Money. By the way, my favorite part of the stream so far. My favorite part of the stream so far is like Mitch will literally say something, my shit will cut out, and it'll come back and it will be cracked. That's the best shit about this fucking live stream so far. Jesus.
That's good. That's good. That's because your shit DJ screwing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we trying to figure out. We can't hear what the fuck you saying.
I'm cutting you deep with this next one. Your Cowboys against the old Jaguars. Right. Oh my God, Mitch is cracking himself up. Again, we don't even know what the fuck he said. Mitch, are your Titans on the way to a rebuild? Yeah, I'm saying. Mitch, are your Titans on the way to a rebuild? Let's talk about this.
Yes, they're on the way to a rebuild. I think they're going to delay it one more year. I think they bring back Tannehill, or they get desperate and bring in Carr. I think that's a good option for them. They buy themselves 1 or 2 more years with this team because your playoff window is super small all the time. So buy a couple more years with it, try getting a couple more playoff runs in, and then rebuild completely. I think that's what they're going to do.
Okay. All right, JB, what are your thoughts on where the Titans stand currently? Kind of in the middle of the pack.
So, I mean, anytime you're at 500, so you got to kind of go do an inventory of your team, right? You got to figure out what's missing, right? Because we know the Titans have been a good football team for a long time, pretty much just the whole time Vrabel's been there, right? Am I right, Mitch, or not?
Yeah,
right.
Right. So they won the division every year.
Right. So at this point where they haven't had success, at this point we say, okay, let's go back and do inventory and see what we're missing. Right now, of course, Tannehill hasn't been playing his best ball. This kid Malik is not ready to play football or not to be a starter in the NFL. He's just not. So at this point, like you said, they have to go out and they got to find the general, right? They got to find whoever's going to run that team, right? Whoever's going to run that offense. They have to find that person, right? Second of all, offensive line play has not been the best, right? Again, we're doing inventory of the Titans right now. And then, of course, you haven't had that dominant, strong defensive line like you've had in years past, right? Defensive backfield, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Mitch, it's probably been y'all's strongest defensive position, right? I mean, them cats are aggressive. They mean, they you know what I'm saying, they attack balls, you know what I'm saying? So, and then, of course, your linebackers have been, you got to pause that, you know what I'm saying? The
linebackers hired in Pierre Tart would be like their strong suits on defense.
Well, the thing about it is if you got 2, you know what I'm saying? If you got 2, then you're doing pretty good, especially in defensive backfield, right? You know what I'm saying? You can cover up strengths with 2 with different coverages, so on and so forth. But they do need them people to put pressure on the quarterback, right? They do need linebackers, you know what I'm saying, that can stop runs, so on and so forth, because people have been running the ball on them where they're not a team you're just going to run the ball on like that, right? So, yeah, they got to do a little bit of rebuilding, man. But it's not – I don't think it's like a total rebuild, right? It's just inventory. And we got to figure out what we need to put on these shelves, and let's restock these shelves.
All right, there it is. That's some Week 17 recap. So we're going to keep this thing moving right now with some savage picks. But before we do, we have to see how we've done after 17 weeks of football. Oh my God, are they pounding? Is my live stream behind? Are you guys already in the future? Are you already in the playoffs? Are you making noise? Are you doing? I can't even hear you.
Look, we're doing the fucking the national championship pick.
You're in a space-time continuum. Whatever, fuck it. JB is at 148, 102, and 2, but yours truly is at 158, 93, and 2. Literally, both we picked the Cowboys. We both incorrectly picked the Boyd Gang. Both correctly picked the Kitties, the Chiefs. Both incorrectly picked the Finns. Both correctly picked the G-Men. I correctly picked the Bucks over the Panthers. Both had the Browns. Both, unfortunately, the Eagles. Both had the Jags. The Niner Gang, the Squawks. JB correctly picked the Packers. And we both correctly picked the Chargers. Steelers beat the Ravens. And, of course, the Bengals-Bills Monday Night Football game was postponed, so we are not counting that one, of course. So let's get into it right now with some Week 18 savage picks. It's the Raiders hosting KC, and the line is 9.5 for KC for KC on the road. And another question from our guy Zach on the side: will Mahomes win the MVP?
Okay, so no one.
Do you think the Mahomes won the MVP?
No, Jalen Hurts wins the MVP this year. Like, why wouldn't he? Right? Raiders Chiefs, it's gonna be a battle, right? But I got the Chiefs, right? I need to know where these games are being held at. You know what I'm saying, Benny? Where is this at?
So this game will be in Vegas. So that's the line there. And then just to go over the play, JB, I'm going to try to do my best to go over the playoff scenarios as well. So the Chiefs can clinch losses and a Bengals loss. So that's how they would get the number one spot. And that's word to Ludacris. So this game is in Vegas, and it will be quarterbacked by one Jared Stidham. So, look, it's a Saturday window. A lot of people are going to be watching at the 1:30 game, but I am taking the Chiefs as well. I know a lot of these teams will be resting starters, but still, I don't think the Raiders have enough for them. So I'm going to be taking the Chiefs as well. So there you go. All right. I don't know what the hell happened to Mitch.
Parts unknown, bro. Parts unknown.
I don't know what the hell happened to Mitch. Hosting, he's in parts unknown, and they are hosting his Titans, and the line is 6 for Jacksonville at home.
There you go, Sean.
Who do you like in this one?
Duval. Does that answer your question? You know what I'm saying? I'm in there, bro.
Yeah. All right. I'm taking Jacksonville as well. And this is a just going over the playoff scenarios here. It's the Jaguars. If they win or tie with the Titans, they get the AFC South, and if the Titans win, they get the AFC South. So it's a big implications there for this game in Mitch's division. All right, keeping it moving here. It's the Dirty Birds hosting one. Resting some starters, question mark?
Tampa Bay, they can't afford to, right? Sorry, they just can't afford to. You don't want to lose the momentum that you got going on right now, right? So you have to continue to push, right? At this point, for them, it's a 5-game season, right? So they got to win this game, and they got to continue to win to get to the Super Bowl and do their thing if they have a chance to win that thing. So I'm gonna pick Tampa because that would be kind of silly to rest your starters. I'm sorry, like you got to continue this momentum.
Yeah, Tampa's already clinched the NFC South, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I get with injuries or what have you. So I'm taking the Bucks as well. And look who's joining us again from Parts Unknown. It's the Brunette Rocket. The brunette rocket is joining us. Money making Mitchell Hughes is back.
Mitch, we gonna put that
from Zach here.
Yeah, you're right, Zach. He does, right? Because he was putting them boys, he's pinning them boys back, right? But Mitch, please believe we are going to post a side-by-side picture of you and Andy Dalton on our Instagram page, because I'm telling you, the people need to see that shit, bro. That shit is uncanny. So we got red and brunettes, right? It's like a whorehouse.
Yeah, you might have to Google that one. That one might show up on our social medias at JB and Benny. Right, a broth. Yeah.
Benny, you sound like the champ on Harlem Nights right now, bro.
Just who do you got in this one? Bill's hosting Pats.
I got the Patriots this week. I got them sneaking in.
Interesting. Okay. All right. JB, who do you like in this one?
Man, look, no line means Vegas knows something, right? So I'm gonna go with Mitch on this one. And New England's defense has been playing some really, really good football in the last couple games. So,
All right, there it is. Playing for DeMar and gonna have too much offense for him. I'm gonna be taking the Bills in this one. All right, it's the Bears hosting the
Bears.
Skull Vikings, and the line is 7.5.
Oh my God, Benny! If you could have heard that horn right
there. Didn't hear
that. Please go back and watch this video.
Yeah, you got to. You got to, bro. You have to.
Well, like a car drove by. What the fuck happened?
No, bro. It was like.
Hey, Sean, here's some sign language for you. And the words of Stone Cold. Here's to you.
Yo, these shows, I ain't gonna lie, last two live streams we've done have been some of the greatest shows we've done ever, bro. This is awesome. I swear to God. Oh my God.
I got the dog that clearly got ran over by a car and was trying to make a Vikings noise. I got that one winning this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Vikings as well, man. You know what I'm saying? Chicago just ain't got nothing right now to beat nobody.
Yeah, I can't see the Vikings losing too many more of these in a row, especially to an inferior team like the Bears. So I'm taking them as well. All right, so Mitch, keeping it moving here is the Ravens, and this again would be another big one for the division here. And there's no line on this, so with the knowledge having forward, Mitch, who do you like in this one?
That's a good question. God, I think I'm going. I think I'm going to pick the Bengals. I think the Bengals will win this one. I think they have more on the line.
Okay.
I just want. When the hell is Lamar going to come back? I know they've already won the division or some shit, right? So it's like when is Lamar coming back? Right? When is Lamar coming back? That's all I want to know. I mean, Cincinnati's going to win the game, but when the hell is Lamar coming back? Like, damn.
Yeah, Mitch, maybe you can see him pull up any news on that. Just for quick playoff implications, the Bengals can clinch the number 1 seed with 2 wins and a Chiefs loss, or they can clinch the AFC North title with a win or a tie versus the Bills. I mean, if that even ends up happening, or a win against the Ravens, which obviously is more like given.
Hey, DJ Screw. I'm just putting a big pokey ad. I'm just putting a big pokey ad libs in there because that's DJ Screw going on right now. DJ Screw. All right, Benny gonna kill us, man. He gonna kill us, bro.
All right, JB, who you got in this one?
I mean, I would be an idiot to take the Broncos, so I'm gonna take the Chargers.
I'm gonna take the Chargers.
Jesus.
That's stupid.
When Lamar gets
Exactly.
paid, baby, I like it, Zach. Yeah, he's holding out for that dough. It'll be fucking hilarious.
I feel you on that.
Oh my
Feel
god!
you on that,
All right, I'm
brother.
taking the Chargers as well. All right, Chad Carr's Colts. They're hosting the H-Town coming down Texans, and the line is 2.5 for Indy at home. JB,
Mitch, smell that? Smell that? I smell buffoonery. Right? I smell it. 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 I'm picking the Texans to win this motherfucker. The Indianapolis Jeff Saturdays will not win, right? And they're really considering making this dude their head coach next year, bro. Like,
so, what day is this game on? Is it on Saturday or Sunday? Because this dude can't win on Saturday, so that's what it comes down to.
It's a Sunday game. It's a Sunday game.
Oh, Sunday. That makes it harder. I still got the Texans.
Get him, Lovey. Get him, Lovey.
All right. I'm taking the Texans as well with some patented bitch buffoonery. So I'm taking the Texans as well. It's the Bermuda Triangle.
I think he's recording from the Bermuda Triangle.
Miami Dolphins hosting the artist formerly known as the BUMSB.
Can't call them bums no more, man. You know what I'm saying? They got a couple wins on their belt. They've earned the respect to be called the Jets. All right. With all that being said, Zachary, you're wrong. Tua is okay. Miami will win this game.
All right. Mitch, what do you like?
I really wanted to go an upset alert on this one. I think Miami's too talented, though. I think Miami wins it.
Oakland says Miami has no QB. That's actually a fair assessment. I have no idea what they're going to do actually at QB.
Well, they say when you got two QBs, you got no QB. When you got no QBs, you got one QB. That's just kind of how it works.
How many QBs do the Jets have? Mike White?
I mean, they got three, but three for them equals 0.25.
Right. Oh my God! All right, it's a big baby hosting the Carolina Panthers. The now.
See the shirt?
Oh, the Black Panther T-shirt.
Yeah, that's who's gonna win the game. The Black Panthers. You know what I'm saying? I got the Carolina Panthers, man. I don't in the Mitch's brother and the other cat that plays quarterback for them won't get a job done until you do right by Jameis Winston. Right? Until you do right by Jameis Winston, nothing good is gonna come to the Saints. All right, here's what it is. Right? I got Carolina Panthers win the game.
All right, there it is.
Kind of stole my joke there, too. I was going to say I have to stand with the Titans, the Commies, and my brother, Andy Dalton.
Your brother. You can't go against your brother, bro. Can't go against your brother. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
Can't go against your brother. I get it.
There it is. All right. It's the EAGLES Eagles hosting the G. Man, and the line is 14 for the Eagles at home. And Zach, another sack. Can the Eagles turn it around despite the injuries? They went a little bit of a slump. Are they going to make a run? What's the deal?
This has righteously made the Eagles a stronger football team, right? Because they kind of needed a couple blows to the chin. Bop, bop. You know what I'm saying? Like they needed that, right? In Philly fashion, right? Because it's fighting Philly, baby. Right? They needed that, right? So New York has clinched, right? Good job. First of all, great job, New York, right? Great job to their coach. Great job to them boys, the squad. Like, man, they ain't made the playoffs since what, 2016 or some shit, right? Great job.
Right.
Right? Great job, all right? But yeah, Philly gonna get this W, right? And they're gonna get back on track. I feel like, I honestly feel like Hurts don't need to play. I feel like everybody's going to kind of come around the Mississippi mustache and make sure, you know what I'm saying, he does what he's supposed to do. And they're just going to get the win by the hair of their chin, chin, chin. And then Mr. Hurts is going to come back and light the fucking playoffs the fuck up, right? So, yeah, they needed them 2 losses, man.
All right, Mitchell, you got this one.
This line at -14, I'm never betting on the other team. I got the Eagles.
I'm going the other way. I'm taking the upset. I'm taking the G.
He's picking buffoonery.
That is the ultimate buffoonery.
He's going savage.
And this one to end the regular season stated Cleveland Browns. And the line is 3 for Pittsburgh at home, JB.
Steel City football, baby. All right? Steel City football will not beat Cleveland Browns football because Cleveland Browns defensive line is still just too goddamn good, right? I know Pittsburgh wants to run the ball. I know they got high hopes for this kid, but Deshaun Watson is heating up, right? We know what this kid is capable of, right? He ain't played football in 37,000 years. So he's heating back up. They're playing the Steelers. Okay, rivalry game here, all right? Here's what it is. I think Cleveland's defense is just going to be a little too much for Pittsburgh's stuttering offense.
Okay, Mitch, you got this one.
I agree with everything JB said. I think the Cleveland's a better team, except for some reason I have Pittsburgh winning in my head. I have no real argument for it. It's just my gut.
Interesting. I'm taking the Browns because I think they're going to be a little bit more consistent on both sides of the ball. But the Steelers still have a shot at the 7th seed wild card if they beat the Browns and the Dolphins lose against the Jets and the Pats lose to the Bills. They could still get in the playoffs. So there you go. All right, here we are. We've reached led by my guy and yours, former Kitty, David Blau. And the line is 14 for the Niners at home, JB. Make your case for the final time this year. This year, JB.
Benny, I told you I'm not making cases anymore for the Cardinals. All I'm doing is saying the Cardinals are going to win, right? I ain't making no case. I have to pick my team at this point. We already know how I feel about them. The Cardinals are going to win. That's that.
All right.
I'm going to assume that he said, Mitchell, what's your pick?
Yeah, he
did. Just like
yes.
I've had every week since he started, I got Purdy fever still. More Purdy, still not helping.
Purdy
I got
fever.
49ers winning.
Yep, I got the Niners as well, and they can clinch the number 1 seed in the NFC with a win against the BG, and the Eagles losing to the G-Men. So they still have a shot at the number 1 spot. All right, it's Ox hosting the Rams, the Baker Mayfield-led Rams, and the line is 6-0 at home, JB.
The fact that Baker Mayfield is leading the Rams to victory just fucking disgusts me. You understand me? Like, I'm just being honest, right? Just being honest, all right? But it further shows you what I always say about Sean McVay, the offense. It's a machine. So if you find a cog that fits and it fits well, the machine is going to run, right? Baker Mayfield is the ultimate cog, right? Because he's nothing more than that, right? So, yeah, I mean, the Seahawks are fighting for the playoffs. The Rams are fighting to spoil, all right? Where are they playing the game at?
It's in Seattle.
I got Seattle.
All right, Mitchell, you like?
I'm sticking to what I said in our text exchange. I think this is where the Seahawks choke. I think this is where somehow the Rams pull it off and win. I'm sticking with that.
Wow. That's square business, man.
Yes, I am taking the Rams as well for for selfish reason, a win versus the Rams, and a Packers loss or tie against the Kitties, or a tie with the Rams, and a Packers-Lions tie, and a Commies loss or tie versus the Cowboys. So that is their way in. I'm taking the Rams. All right, and finally, they flex this to the Sunday night game.
Sound like T-Pain.
Yeah.
Listen, okay, we get it. We understand what you're asking. Packers, Lions, right? Packers, right? Benny, as much as I want to say Detroit's going to win this game, I know they're not, right? Again, Green Bay is just playing too good football. At home, if y'all was playing Detroit, I'll be like, hey, jankified, the Packers going to lose some kind of way. Y'all going to kick a 175-yard field goal, win the game, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. Nah. Lambeau Magic, bro. It's fucking January. Like it's gonna be 37 below. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be, it's just Packer football.
Damn. Wow. Okay. Mitch, who do you got in this one?
I'm sticking with the Detroit motto. Maybe next year since 1957. Maybe next year, Detroit.
Against all odds, Vinny.
God damn it.
God damn it. Against all odds, Vinny.
Kitties win 8.5. I'm taking Kitties. The Kitties will win, and they still won't make the playoffs because the Squawks will win. And lest we forget. We forgot we have the Commies. We have the Commies hosting the Cowboys, and the line is 5.5 for the Cowboys at on the road. JB, who do you got? Commies versus Cowboys, JB.
I mean, the Cowboys are just too good a football team. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the Commies can beat them. Mitch.
All right, Mitch, you got.
Betty talking about the Lions sounds like a 5-year-old. Kitties.
Sound like an old lady. Sound like an old lady trying to get rescue their cat out of a tree.
Mitch, your name is the Burnett Rocket.
How does it feel to be getting roasted by the Burnett Rocket right now? Because it can't feel like this is the highlight of your life.
On your ass, bro. It's okay. We all go through it. Righteous minds go through it, right?
You can't roast somebody when you can't even hear what the fuck they're saying. Yeah,
as he breaks up trying to say it, that was perfect.
Please.
It's good times, man. This is
like you're fighting someone with one arm tying behind their back. This is
great. It's a great way to start 2023 right here. This is quality shit right here, right? This is why you pay $1 on Patreon to hear this shit.
Oh my god! All right,
I got the comments.
Jesus Christ, we're gonna wrap this thing up, Mitch. We're gonna have to get to your theory of today. So, in the meantime, we are gonna do our quick playoff. We do have another question from the Savage Hotline. This guy didn't drop his name, so my apologies. I'm going to text you and know that you can see this episode and see your question of us on our hotline. It's a new listener to your cast, so this one that's cool, really cool, and potentially better for college football, and I hope you see this too. So they are increasing the college football playoff soon, but why not do a similar tournament styling like March Madness with conference winners, top teams, etc.? When I say March Madness, I mean like 64 teams. Mitch is already shaking his head. This seems like a lot. That's a lot, Mitch. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah.
This is a bloodbath. This is against the Geneva Convention. This is worse than any war. Don't do this to them. Leave them alone.
Listen, Mitch said it is rough. You know what I'm saying? So they're taking the playoffs to how many games?
How many teams?
If you don't have the bye week, I think 3.
No, I'm talking about as far as like we talk about college football right now. right? So how many teams are able to get into the college football playoffs?
Oh, it will be 12.
You mean currently?
No, once they change it.
It's 12, right?
Oh, 12. I think it's going to be 12. Yeah.
They say 8 is enough. 12 is enough, right? That's a lot of money. These kids still got school, right? These are kids. This ain't the NFL, man, right? These are kids, right? These kids are fucking 19 through 22 years old, 18 through 22 years old. These are kids. Some of them 25, maybe BYU in Utah. These are kids. These are kids. You can't do that, right? You can't do that. Plus, you know what I'm saying? The NCAA fucks it up always. And if you give them more than 12 is, I mean, I thought, rightly, and we talked about this, I said 8, right? 12? God damn. Do me a favor, real quick, before we get off the air. Give me 12 motherfucking teams that deserve to be in the playoffs this year.
This year?
Are you talking to the audience or me?
There aren't 12
I'm
teams.
talking to y'all.
Oh.
Give me 12 teams in the NCAA that deserve to be in the playoffs.
Depends what you mean by deserve.
This year?
We could go Georgia, TC. We could go to 4, Alabama.
You're gonna stop it about.
There's definitely 6 to 8.
You're gonna stop it about again, but that's my point because I said it was 8. You're gonna stop it about 7 to 8, right? Because based on record alone, right? You're gonna stop it about 7 to 8. So now we got a hunt for 4 more teams. Okay, I'm done with it. No, sir, anonymous one. Right.
We appreciate the question, man. You know, hey, you get up out of here. TCU, Georgia. The line is 12.5 for Georgia right here in LA at SoFi Stadium. Mitch, who do you have in the Natty, good sir?
I'm going to make it interesting at this point because we're all going to say Georgia, and that sounds like the most boring thing in the world. I got TCU. I like what they're doing. Smaller school, still has a lot of talent. They work their butts off to even get ranked this high. They're hungry for it. I think they win it.
All
right, JB, who you got?
I think the fact that Georgia got played so tough by Ohio State was the worst thing that could have happened to TCU. Right, because honestly, I think that Georgia comes out at this point and they say, fuck you, we're bigger, stronger, faster, and we're going to run this bitch down your throat for 4 quarters of football, and it's going to be ugly, and we're probably going to be up on your ass by 20 points in the third quarter, and we don't give a fuck, and we're going to keep running that bitch. Both of the running backs might have 200 yards on the ground. I'm telling you how Kirby Smart thinks, because if I was a coach, this is how I would think. I'm looking at TCU's roster. I know that we're bigger, stronger, and faster, and have more depth. Right now, one thing I can give TCU, I do think their receivers are more talented, and their quarterback is more talented than Georgia's. So with that being said, I'm going to lean on my offensive and defensive line and my running backs to seal the deal. It's going to get fucking ugly, especially in the fourth quarter. Georgia football. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs. Once, something that you see in college you don't really see in the NFL is when teams are almost lose, but they pull it out, are kind of begging for a loss, and it comes at the worst time. Georgia almost fucked it off to Missouri, and they had to go toe-to-toe, and they had to let old boy shank a 50-yarder to escape Ohio State. Based on some speed and some zone read trickery, I am taking TCU and Max Duggan to get the job done, squeaking by with the hair on their chinny chin. I don't trust that line, but I think they barely get past a tough
Max Duggan, a.k.a. Slim Tebow.
Physical
right?
Running Georgia. So reviewers, I want to apologize for some of the internet issues. My bad. We'll get it right for next week. But that's it. JB, take us home with some We Need Us, baby. Talk to the people for the first time in 2023, good sir.
DeMar, I need you to wake up, kid. All right. And I'm going to say that. And prayers to the family. And shout out to the Bills and Sean McDermott. Love you to death, sir. You know what I'm saying? You're one of my favorite people, always have been. Other than that, man, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to continue to say this for years to come until I die. Treat people how you would have them treat your children, right? Period. Not how you would have them treat you because you're an adult and you can take a lot. Treat people how you would have them treat your children. This is episode 244 of the JB and Benny Blue Review. Mitch, you want to thank you for accepting your new nickname. You know what I'm saying? You are the Brunette Rocket, brother. We love it. We love it, my man. You know what I'm saying? You want to follow us on social media at JB and Benny Blue on all social media platforms, even TikTok, right? We do have a TikTok, you know what I'm saying? Benny likes to put a whole lot of good stuff up on there, you know what I'm saying? Snippets from the podcast and so on and so forth. Good night, Sean. Have a good one, man.
Sean.
It's all the kids for me. Tell them I love them. All right. And of course, you know what I'm saying? If you want to follow us on our personal social medias, we got at 73 King JB 73, and of course at Benny Blue Eyes, right? Get with us, man. We get back, you know what I'm saying? We holler, you know what I'm saying? Holler back, all that good stuff. All right. Of course, interviews, sponsorships, new music, hate mail. It don't matter. JB and Benny Blue Review at gmail.com. We will comply. All right. Better know that. You know what I'm saying? We got a hotline, Benny. You know what I'm saying? Give them the number real quick.
818-850-2804. Appreciate everybody tapping on the Savage Hotline, all that stuff.
Without a
Oh,
doubt.
we got the
Dark Gaming.
yes. Yeah. 10 to 20 people get it in the US. Yeah, that's unfortunately probably what he's dealing with. So yeah, man. All the good energy to DeMar Hamlin. All the good energy.
All of it. All we can send, man. All we can send. Outside of that, you know what I'm saying? Valley Boys are closest. Valley Boys Association.
Young man that
you know
he gets past. So until then, yes.
Without a doubt. I'm sorry. I was that's what I'm looking for right there. All right, Valley Boys Association clothing. You know what I'm saying? Go to valleyboysassociation.com. Use the promo code podcast22 and get 20% off your entire order at checkout. Mitch, relax. Okay, calm down, Mitch. You know what I'm saying? You over there busting the fuck up. It's time to buy. If you want a new whip, you know what I'm saying? Our guy is timetobuy.com. New, pre-owned, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Text review in all caps. You know what I'm saying? 515-444-7003. Follow him at It's Time to Buy on Instagram and see people holding up the strap because they just won with the new whip. All right.
Yeah.
So it's been great. All right. It's been a great podcast.
All
you know what I'm saying? Even with the slow internet on, you know what I'm saying, over there in LA. We chilling. We love you guys. Episode 244. I'm holler at y'all, man. When I holler at y'all, man. Peace. We love y'all.
We out. Peace.